Okay, this is my first time going live here on YouTube. Uh, I've done live videos on Facebook, and Facebook is being a douche because it cuts my videos like right in the middle of them. It has been, and then it's been blocking me from liking and sharing anything while I've been doing videos on this particular piece. I don't know why. And quite frankly, I was able to like and share stuff this morning, and then I did a video where I was blocking in the pastel on this, and when I posted and then shared it from my P Lady Wolf Productions page to my main Facebook account, that way people could also view it on my personal account, I was unable to like and share stuff anymore. Quit, Adelaide. So I'm just going to try YouTube with this. I think it's a bug with Facebook because some other people have been having issues with it. Seems like every time Facebook updates stuff, it breaks. So I'm just going to try this to see how it goes, and then I'll post the URL up on Facebook. It's probably going to be my better bet, I think. Like I said, I am not new to doing videos. I do them on Facebook regularly when I can. I do have a tendency to ramble a lot. So be prepared for that if you're new to watching my videos, which if you're on here, you probably are. I've been working on this piece. I've got the fox done. I'm using a off-brand pastel and prisma pencils on a 18 by 24 piece of Strathmore sketch paper. And as you can see, I've already got the fox finished, and I'm working on my wolf. And I have already based her out, so I am just detailing in with the prisma color pencil. I do not have the overhead light on in this video for extra added light, like I should have probably done, because my house is very cave-like. I also do not have a good setup for video, so it's either me holding my phone or an odd angle off of a Chromebook or a regular laptop. And usually the video quality is pretty poor on those because of the poor lighting in this house. But that's just how it is. The person who built this house didn't put a lot of windows or anything in it, so it is rather cave-like. But anyway, what I'm just doing is going back over where I put these colors in with the pastel and just working them in with the Prismacolor pencil. I'm using a pink right now on this, and I'm using it very leniently. I'm just getting the basics on here, and I am a left-handed artist, so I do have a paper towel laying here so I don't get poop all over my hand and all over the drawing itself and make a mess. Because if you are a left-handed artist, you know exactly what I'm talking about dragging your hand through the medium and getting it all over you. Right-handed artists don't really have that issue, but the South Poles do. I didn't mean to yell earlier in the video. My cat was trying to chew on my charge cable to my phone. She has a bad habit of chewing on cables and wires in general. She is a kitten still, so she's still learning. She's chewed the landline phone cord in half already, so that phone has had to be replaced because of her chewing. So if you hear me yell from time to time, I'm yelling at her to get out of stuff because she's always into something. And when I do videos, she's always up here aggravating me. I think she knows when I film because she doesn't do it no other time except for when I film. So, but like I said, she's still a baby. She's still learning. She's a good kitty most of the time. She just likes to be up in everything. I'm just going in and loosely doing fur details and stuff. If the camera angles are off, people, I am sorry. I am not like some of these people who has a really good setup to do this. At the moment, I don't have any way to do a better setup than what I'm doing right now. Hopefully that's going to change in the future. I'm going to be downsizing the house and rearranging and doing a lot here. So hopefully I will have a better setup to do the videos than what I currently have. And like I said, I may start making them exclusively on YouTube and then uploading them to Facebook because Facebook is giving me headaches. I used to actually like Facebook a lot, but anymore it's just a pain in the hind end. And it's basically because of their updates. Every time they update something, it doesn't work right, or it glitches, or something. And here lately, the app has been crashing, and it's like in the videos, you'll be doing your video, and after an hour or so, it crashes. So, that's not very good thing, and then you have to start back up again, and, you know, it's a headache. They need to fix the bug. Because that's what it is. It's just a glitch in the system. Adelaide, quit! Get out of the cords. Quit chewing on stuff. Jesus. Like, she does not get into anything until she's like she knows when I'm filming. It's annoying as heck. I think when I start doing videos, I'm just going to have to crate her. Because she is into way too much. She only does it when I'm trying to do my art videos. It's no other time she does this, and she's tangled up. She has got herself in a predicament, and she's going to stay in that predicament because I'm not going to go get her yet. I'll get her here in a second. Because when I go get her, I'll have to put the phone down and go do this. I think I'm going to throw her in the crate. That way I don't have to worry about her getting into anything and have any more interruptions. Because when I did this on Facebook, all she did was interrupt me, hit the laptop, and all kinds of stuff, and into stuff, and I'm just tired of it when I try to do my videos. Because like I said, when I'm not filming, she's a good girl. She's laying in the floor. She's minding her own business. She's not into anything. But the minute this phone goes on the air, boom, devil cat. I am going to set the phone down. I will be right back. I gotta go get this cat. She's gonna be seeing blackness for a little bit. Sorry about that. You probably seen black screen longer than you wanted to. I'm sorry. She had knocked all kinds of stuff over and had cords tangled up everywhere, and I had to untangle that and put the stuff she knocked over back up. And I put her in the crate, so you're probably going to hear meowing in the background. She is not very happy I stuck her in a crate. She does not like being in a crate, and I don't care. Tired of her getting into stuff while I try to do these videos. Sick of it. So, this will teach her when I do these videos to stop getting into stuff. So, I'm just going to tune her out because she's going to meow. You guys are probably going to hear her. She's not being hurt. She's just in a cage. And she's just meowing because she wants to be out and get into stuff. Like I said, she's still a baby. And she's still learning. But I can't have her over there chewing cords and knocking stuff over and chewing on the cords and stuff like that because she's going to electrocute herself. So, can't watch her while I'm doing this stuff, so I'll crate her. My nose is running. I took a hot shower and stuff, so. Because I got a Christmas party to go to here later, and it takes forever for my hair to season out and dry, and so I took a shower. And hot water makes my nose run. All I'm using is a mulberry. I use a mulberry colored pencil. Sometimes I do cuss excessively in my videos, and that's just me. I will drop the F-bomb sometimes. I think that might be another reason why Facebook don't like my video on this too much, is because when I was doing it, there was quite a few F-bombs dropped. But now I was interacting with my audience who were asking me questions and stuff like that. But you know, people have rice paper feelings and like to complain about everything. So I guess I'm going to have to watch my potty mouth, which is hard to do because I cuss quite excessively. So it's not an easy thing to watch, keep from doing sometimes. I understand that there's kids on Facebook, which there probably shouldn't be, given that there's so many fake accounts and stuff on there, and predators. I know because I get a lot of friend requests from these fake accounts of people I don't even know on there. It's crazy. So I'm giving YouTube Live a run and go here. Might actually like this better than Facebook Live. My audience on Facebook ain't gonna like it. Me going here and doing them on here instead, and then posting them there. But you know, it is what it is, man. They get over it. That way, if Facebook takes a hair to do something with my account, you know, the videos are still here and people can still watch them. I'm just doing the hair and furring. This takes a lot of time. Because, you know, you got to build and blend and stuff like that. And I'll have to go back in with that pink and kind of smooth some of the stuff out and blend it a little better in with each other. And where it's Prisma pencils, that's easy to do. I have a different approach to when I do art videos than most artists do. I ramble. I like to interact with my public. But now I'm a straight, honest, brutally honest individual. If it crosses my mind, I'm going to say it. If it hurts somebody's feelings, I don't too much care. I've always been that way. It's not something that I've become over the years. It's just who I have always been. And I am sometimes a hard person for people to take on social medias or anything like that, because they think when I'm being honest, I'm being mean, and I'm not being mean. I'm not Willy Wonka, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat life for you. Because my life was never sugar coated for me. So if you want somebody to lie to you, I'm probably not the person to ask questions to, because I'll be full out honest with you. And in no way am I being mean. I may come off like I'm being mean, but I'm not. I'm a very sarcastic personality, so a lot of times I come off like a douchebag when I'm not really being a douchebag. So it's just my personality. It's not me trying to be that way with anybody. It's just I have a asshole-ish personality, and that's just who I am. But now I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet. If you need help or anything like that, I'm a pretty good person to have on your side. But I'm just one of them brutally honest people. A lot of people don't like brutally honest this day and age, so. But yeah, I'm just taking that mulberry and I'm just defining what I've done already with pastel. Like I said, you can use, I got told in the other video when I was laying the flats down, which is on Facebook. If you want to go look at it, go on Facebook, look up P Lady Wolf Productions. It's my art page on Facebook, and you can view the videos when this was a sketch and I started working on this one. And there's 3 videos because Facebook cut the first video, which was all the pastel work being done on her. So it's a 2-part video because Facebook decided to crash out in the middle of it and be retarded. And then I had to restart it over. And then the other one is when I started to do the detail on her with the color pencils. I think it's like maybe a half-hour long video. It's not a super long one because, again, Facebook was having technical difficulties. It's still having difficulties. I think it's due to the update of the app. It didn't do all this stuff until the update. So I'm thinking that's what it is. Which I filed a bug report with them, so they should be taking care of that because apparently other people have been having the same problems and have filed reports too. So we'll see. Anywho, back to the drawing. I'm just adding the mulberry, doing my hair. And yeah, I'm aware there's probably better artists out there than me. This is a style that's not really mine. This is an illustrative style that's commonly done by a very popular artist that used to work for Disney. I wanted to give it a try just to see if I could do the style just for fun. And I didn't hit it on the head 100%, but I didn't do bad. Like, I stepped outside my box to do a different style that is a style I normally would never do. Which is a semi-realistic, illustrative, cartoon type, I don't know what you call it, style. It's a unique style. Probably won't do the style again. But I wanted to experiment and do something a little different from my style, I guess, yeah. Because my style of drawing wolves and animals is very different. I tend to go with a more semi-realistic to realistic style way of drawing them. Anybody who is familiar with my artwork knows that they can spot a P Lady Wolf drawing probably across the room. Because my style is very unique to me. This style here, I've seen other people do it and pull it off pretty well. It's not a style I can pull off very well. I think I did okay, but it's not something I would probably do again. Though I didn't get a too bad end result. There is some anatomy ticks on this piece, and I am aware of that. Like in the first video, I even state that I know what's wrong with this piece. Especially when it comes to the fox, I know exactly what's wrong with the piece. So if people have critique and stuff like that, that's perfectly fine. You can drop it. But I already know what's wrong with the picture. I already know what the anatomy errors are. I already know what's wrong with the piece. I knew all that before I started coloring it for the videos. But it is what it is, and I think part of the reason why the anatomy got off is because I'm doing a style that I am not comfortable with doing. So, it is a trial and error, and it is a learning thing. This was done as an experiment piece that I'm actually kind of liking because I love the colors that I'm using because I'm actually using my artistry and not being noobish and using the shortcuts to do the fur tones and stuff with, like a lot of amateur or new artists tend to do. Because a lot of people think that I do all that on purpose. I do that because to do it the correct way takes a really long time. If you want a high art turnout rate, you do the shortcuts. That's how a lot of people do it. And then you flip out a few good masterpieces where you actually sit down and you put the time into it. I see a lot of artists that do that too. It's more prominent in digital artists than it is traditional. Yeah, she has a chain and stuff right through there, which I'm leaving the hints of through the colored pencil. Some of it's going to have to be put back in there with a gel pen that's white, be a white gel pen. But I do that later on with the as I progress through with this piece. Adelaide has actually been pretty calm in the crate, which is pretty good. She's being a good girl now. I don't like crating her, but she's just into too much stuff when I do my videos, and that might actually be something I do every time I do a video. That way I am not having to yell at her, and people have to hear that, and people don't want to hear that crap. It's embarrassing. I have to yell at my animal while I'm trying to do a video that might actually help somebody. I'm not saying my videos would actually help anybody do anything artistically, because I ramble and can't stay on course a lot of times with what I'm talking about. But it's just basically the one hair at a time, and just keep going over and working it and working it and working it until you get it to where you're happy with it. And it may take a little while of working and fiddling with it to get it to where you're happy with the outcome. I mean, everybody does stuff a little differently. I most certainly do different things differently. Sometimes it's not always the way people like, but I'm not everybody else. Like, everybody, I think, has their own way of doing things. I think that's what makes us unique as an artist. And there's so many artists that do so many different things, and they're good at certain things, and they have strong points and weaknesses, and we all do. People are one of my weaknesses. When I draw humans, I struggle. But it's like second nature for me to do an animal. So I identify with being an animal, macabre, and skull artist more than I do a human artist. Even though I can do artwork of people, and I can make it look good, but I struggle. It's not something that I can do easily. It's not something that is easy for me to do. I do have to work with it a little more. So drawing people isn't an easy feat for me. So when people commission human-based portraits and artwork and stuff off of me, it's stressful because it's not a strong point, and I do worry about if I'm going to screw it up or something, and sometimes I do mess up. I'm not going to say I don't. I have messed up stuff and I've had to start over on it because I simply knew I just made a screw up. But I didn't give up. I just kept doing it. And that's what you do. Hello. I think my pencil needs to be sharpened. But that would merit me having to get up. I'm going to switch to a purple. So I'm just building up these hues. A lot of these hues are going to be covered over with black, darker colors here, but I'm just building something. Yeah, this is my first time going live on YouTube. I usually do it on Facebook, but Facebook's being evil to me here the last 2 days. So I don't know why they're being mean to me. But I decided to give the YouTube live a try here. So far, so good. I'm just doing a little bit of a coloring video on this before I have to go to a Christmas party. I'm just using Parma Violet and on top of pink and a mulberry. You see it's a little darker. Yes, that's my cat in the background squalling her head off. I had to crate her. Yeah, she was like in the cords and she was chewing on my phone charger cable and everything, and she's good as can be until I start doing an art video. The minute I turn the camera on and start filming, she turns into Satan and gets into everything. So she was all tangled up in the wires and cords over in the corner, and I had to go get her, and she knocked stuff off, and it was awful. So I got tired of it and I put her in a cage for a little while I do the video because I'm tired of her being demonic. She was terrible in the video I did on YouTube this morning. And she's a turd. Yeah, I already got the fox done. That thing took a long time. It took all day just to do her yesterday. And I did a lot off video, but I did some on video too. This is a big piece. This is a big 18 by 24. Yes, cats are demons. She's pretty good most of the time. The only time I have a problem out of her is when I go to do an art video. And that's the only time I have a problem with her. And I think she knows what I'm doing And I think she purposely becomes a nuisance just because she knows I'm filming and she wants to be a diva and and stuff. But the thing of it is, I don't like people having to hear me yell at her. Quit, Adelaide. Stop, Adelaide. Get away from me, Adelaide. Quit, quit. Leave the drawing alone, Adelaide. You know, it's just like people don't want to hear me yell at the cat. But she's just a baby still, so I mean, she's gonna get into stuff. She's just a kitten still. She is attention. Yeah, she likes being center of attention. She's a diva. That's just one of my audience viewers on Facebook said she's a diva, and I'm like, that's exactly what she is. It's a lot of working layers and building and building and building and building. My wolf is one of the hardest things in the world to color because she's black. Yeah, I actually think I like doing my videos on YouTube a little better. I like how it lets you label and then they take like a picture of it and stuff. It has some really good features, so I'm liking it pretty well. So I actually might just start doing my art videos on YouTube from here on out and then just posting them to Facebook. That way Facebook quits getting butthurt over if I drop the F-bomb or something, because I think that's one of the reasons why they probably took away my like and sharing, is because I drop F-bombs sometimes in my art videos. I'm kind of a potty mouth artist. And when I was doing the video on this one, I dropped quite a few, but because they didn't start doing that to me until I started making videos on this piece in particular, so it's kind of strange. Adelaide, nobody cares about you meowing over in the corner. You can't stay out of stuff. She's squalling her head off. But I'm just building layers and just going back over stuff and just working the layers and building everything. As you can see, it's starting to really take shape from how this looks to how that looks. You can see the difference. And my lighting here is bad. I don't have the overhead on, which it wouldn't help much anyway if I did, so. Because I lives in a cave. I usually, the only videos I post up here is ones off Ibis Paint. It's because Ibis Paint like records as I do artwork. And I like that too, because I can put music to it and stuff, which YouTube takes music off of it. Even though I paid for the music out of iTunes, I don't use any music I didn't purchase. So I'm just going to start just working the layers like I did over on the other side on this side. Excuse me. It's just a vicious process. Of course, you'll have to sharpen your pencils from time to time doing this because where it has the pastel base, it's going to make the pencil wear down quicker. Yeah, I mean, it's like rice paper fillings anywhere now on social media that you go, and that's anywhere on social media. It seems like people get butt hurt over the stupidest stuff. I'm probably not the best artist to be on video because I'm a brutally honest person. I will tell you how it is and I don't care. But now I tell people that right on my video. Don't ask me stupid questions because I'll be brutally honest with you. If you don't want the truth, don't ask the question. Because I will not hesitate to say what I think about it. I've it I've had issues with social media this year anyway. Just it's been just a fun year on social media for me. Let's just put it that way. With people and their little feelings being hurt and trying to get me in trouble over stupid crap, and it's just retarded. My voice probably isn't how you pictured it would be. A lot of people's like, "Oh my God, P Lady, you sound so different than how you look." uh, I do live in West Virginia. I do live in a redneck state, so that has something to do with it. I may have to go sharpen this pencil. If I do, I won't go very far. I'll just sharpen it here and then just take the shavings to the trash when I go. Ain't no big deal. I am known for wonky camera angles because I don't have nothing. I'm holding my phone while I'm coloring with my left hand, so it's like, yeah, it's everywhere. I'm listening to this kid. She's like, "Meow, meow," continuously. I'm trying to tune her out. She was being real quiet. I think it's where she hears me talking. She's like, Mommy's doing something without me. Yeah, this pencil's gonna be sharpened. Give me just a second here. I'm gonna flop this phone down because I need both hands to sharpen this silly thing. There we go. Oop. Ah, I got shavings all over the drawing. No. Get off there. Oh my lord, I have made a mess. And that wasn't the intention either. But I did, I made a big mess, but my pencil's sharpened. Told you it'd just take me a second. I just needed both hands. But where this thing is on being, the pencil's being taken over top pastel and stuff, it makes the leads wear down a lot faster if it was just on the sketch paper by itself. That's one thing there I'll say is the pastel will make the Prisma pencil wear down a lot quicker, a lot faster, because it's having to go over a grainier surface. And even though this has been set basically with hairspray, very loosely set, so that it's not like saturated, because you never want to saturate it when you're just doing a light fix on your base. And anything that looks streaky or has a lot of noise and stuff like that later on, it ain't gonna show anyways. It will be blended out of here. It's just going to do that a little bit and have noise where it's going over pastel. I'm sure you can hear Miss Adelaide in the background squalling. She's fine for anybody who thinks that she's in distress. She's not. She's just in a cage. She's just crated. And where she can't sit and see me, she has separation anxiety, so she's just acting out. She's okay. Some of this stuff here looks a little rough. I'll go back and work with it here a little bit. It's just a process. You just keep working and keep working. You can see it's taking shape. It's starting to look the way I was wanting it to look. You just gotta keep working with it. It takes time. There's gonna be a lot of hours on this piece because this is only the second animal in the piece that I have started on. There's a third one in here plus the background. So it's gonna log a lot of hours. And again, I'm sorry for the wonky camera angles. A lot of times I'm not looking at the phone screen because I'm looking at the paper while I'm coloring. So sometimes the phone angles are gonna get off a little bit. Like I said, I don't have a good setup. Addie, quit. You're being ridiculous now. You're perfectly fine. She's being ridiculous over there. Jesus. And I'll probably switch off and do a lighter color on this. Pop it out. Um, on it. It's just, it's a repetitive process on this. Um, Trying not to drop the tray of the pencils while I'm trying to get to the bottom tray, because it is the 36 set, so they're like in a 10, so they're like stacked on top of each other. They don't make it easy to get into it. If Addie doesn't stop swinging from the crate over there, I'll have to go and maybe put her in the bathroom or something, because she's driving me crazy. She's being a brat and acting out. This is just a teal, I believe. It's a light aqua, same as. It just blends in. She's a dark animal anyway, so it's not going to matter. I don't want too many lights, but at the same time I kind of do. It's a lot of hue building. It's just like this one. I mean, there's all different shades of colors and stuff in here that you can see. Yeah, I'm just going to be doing layers and layers like that for a while. It's the same process over and over. Um, I'm probably going in the video here and continue with these colors. And then when I start doing the darker colors, then on here like the darker blues and stuff like that, I will probably start another video later. But I'm going to cut it there and stuff. But I thank everybody who joined me on my live video here, first one on YouTube. I do appreciate it, and thank you for joining me, and I'll probably make another one here in the future.